Well, it's time for the Gianna Volpe Report, brought to you in part by Village Overhead Door in Southold and by Victor Giannini, author of Counselor. Good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Now that Gianna Volpe, that I've known for a long time, is actually here today, ladies and gentlemen. And how do I know this?
Have I been absent?
Well, you haven't. She's wearing what appears to be a cap of some sort, like a baseball.
Did you see this in the commercial that I did for Fancy Free?
No, I didn't.
This was in.
I haven't seen the commercial for Fancy Free.
You got to check it out.
I have no idea where the heck they are.
In Farmingdale on Main
Farmingdale
Street.
Main Street, Farmingdale.
Where I'll be tonight. There's something called Links with, I think, 2 L's. It's an organization for young professionals across Long Island.
And you're there.
And they're having some sort of I called it a mixer because I don't think I understand what that word means.
A mixer?
Yeah, that was just the word I used when I described it to my boyfriend. I'm like, I'm going to some young professionals mixer up Island.
A mixer.
And then I realized, I don't know, what is that?
Well, they're usually social events where men meet women. And
okay, no. So I'm going to a social event. I'm not going to meet, I will be meeting people.
I should hope.
But I also am.
Are you going to meet gorillas? No.
No. But anyway.
Then you're going to be meeting people.
In Farmingdale tonight.
In Farmingdale. Main Street, Farmingdale.
I don't know if it's on Main Street, this mixer.
Mixer.
Quote unquote. But I wore this hat in the commercial pretending to be a dad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Gianna Volpe was never seen in public without a baseball cap on.
And this is like a driver's cap.
Well, okay.
And I wear it because my hair is dirty. And
thank you for sharing.
So I am very honored, privileged, excited to have Salvatore DiBenedetto on with us this morning. We're going to have Cass in the second section. So Sal just returned from Haiti, which is still struggling to recuperate from not only Hurricane Matthew, but Sal, you were saying before, from 2010.
Yes. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
2010, there was an earthquake, and they still haven't recovered from that. And they always get hit with hurricanes. So this was the mission. It was actually, usually you prepare like months in advance to embark on such a mission, but this particular situation worked out. Maybe I had a week advance notice.
Wow.
To put it together and
did Dr. Bellamy Brook? I know Dr. Bellamy Brook, Kindest Hearts Foundation. Is that a local organization?
Yes, it's he has a practice here in Riverhead and one in Wading River. The doctor that actually began the foundation is Patricia Nicholas, who's also in the same office in Wading River. So they've collectively put
of Haitian descent, correct?
She's of Haitian descent, yes, and she went to Catholic school there, and the story is that she thought she'd never return to Haiti, but she was called upon by a force beyond her.
Interesting.
But she's amazing. Has so much energy and the power to do things that I've never seen before.
That's a very rare quality.
And
a lot of us can talk till the cows come home, but the people that really get stuff done, that's rare.
Yeah.
And beautiful.
She had this piece of property in O'Rourke, which is 3 hours from Port-au-Prince, and she was able to put some finances together to create, and it's still under construction, and create this clinic and school for 250 kids.
Wow.
Which is continuously growing, and she also has a home, which is right next door to the clinic, that she's converting into a shelter for misplaced kids or kids that not able to have a home to go to.
Very, very similar story that I covered with Kryn, Olson, a teacher from Sag Harbor, doing the same thing in, I think Malawi, in West Africa. The same type of situation. schools created for orphans, for lack of a better term. And the work is so important, thinking about how vital it is for young kids to have positive role models, positive guidance in their lives. What are some of the things that you saw there?
That is the key. That's the mission. The mission is to empower these kids. They have very little, if anything. There is no food. There's no medical care. There's, so Dr. Bellamy Brook and Patricia Nicholas have actually put this program together. The house itself, and there's a cafeteria which turns into a church on Sunday, and it's such an incredible, powerful experience to watch 250 kids sing along and listen to the word. It was very, very powerful.
Having 250, thinking about American kids, having 250 kids do anything together or is a feat.
They're so disciplined, these kids. I was
Right.
totally amazed. They totally embrace the education there. They have these different classrooms, and it starts from kindergarten all the way to 9th grade. So
Okay.
they have two sessions per day. From 7:30 to 1:30, they have the kindergarten through 5th grade.
And before you jump in here, I just want to ask, photographer to photographer, and particularly you, being a rock photographer, photographing Kiss, some of the greatest musicians in the world. What was it like for you to have? I would imagine that photographing rock musicians, everyone is different. Everyone comes with their own set of do's and don'ts and whatnot. I have to imagine that these kids are a little bit more open of subjects, or like what was the difference like, and what was it like for you having these kids as subjects?
Well, I've always photographed faces. The faces of these kids are they're so angelic and so pure, so innocent.
Versus like the complications.
Yeah,
that come
and
with,
there
right.
was no challenge. They were totally embracing. The camera loved them immediately. At first, they were a bit reserved. By the time I left, they wanted to come with me. So it was and they were. And the funny thing is that they were posing in the end. They were posing the girls were putting their hands on their hips, and it was totally amazing. But the faces, the children, is something that you have to experience it. It's not
Right.
something that I can just convey in words. The whole trip was that way. It's
Right.
The imagery will speak for itself. I have a few I'm going to show you, but in the end, it was so powerful and embracing again, and the work that goes into actually maintaining this mission. And the greatest thing is they all wear a uniform, so they're all
Okay.
There's a sense of unity.
Okay.
Like going to Catholic school in this
Right,
sense.
right.
You wear a uniform.
I'm sure that carried over from Miss Nichols' past.
Oh yeah, definitely, and by no means is it you could slack off in this school. It's very strict.
Wow.
And very disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
And the people there are very respectful, I must say. I mean, they suffer in many ways, but they are very respectful. But yeah, when I photographed rock stars, I mean, it was such a departure from what I just saw and what I just was able to photograph, and I'm multitasking because I did video and stills, and I have a ton of
that is
material.
such a challenge.
Yeah, it is.
What drew you to this? What made you get involved?
Dr. Brook, Dr. Bellamy Brook, who's a family doctor of my dad and my mom, and my brother.
Two of the sweetest people I've ever known.
And he's been involved in some fundraisers that my brother Stefano was actually instrumental in helping him throughout. He was asked to go, my brother Stefano. Stefano goes, I can't go. I just, I have to go on tour. I'm doing this. So he goes, how would you like to go? And I said, really?
That would have been, that's the perfect.
So there was this opening. I had to make a decision. I didn't even have a valid passport. It took me like several days to go to Hudson Street in Manhattan to just put it together, and I did it. And so it was a calling in a sense. It was just something very powerful that I thought would be an awesome experience, and it was,
what a perfect person to send, Sal.
It was just beyond.
Just know, I gotta just say, like through the years, trying to make my way out here, not easy when you don't have family and whatnot. And at some of my most lost moments, you were there for and with me. And for me, what a perfect person to have out there. That's
very sweet.
I'm just saying, and especially a photographer at that.
I'm thinking, though, going back to the original thrust, clearly this has impacted you.
It has. It's a life-changing experience. At least it was for me. And the courageous people I went with a team of like 10 people, and 2 of which were doctors, and they were providing medical care and much more. But the power of the people that I was with, because 3 of them are also Haitians, and they had a sense of history, and I was amazed at the way they described it back then and what it looks like now, but anyway, they still have a lot of work to do, and I believe that the tagline is like helping one town at a time, because it's too overwhelming to look at the whole city and the whole island and say, we're going to build an infrastructure.
It'll be easy to throw up your hands if you do that.
So being able to focus on a village of like 12,000 people and 250 kids is doable at the moment.
So
we hope that it evolves to be much more than that.
When we get back from the commercial break, we're going to have musician Cass Dillon on to talk about a local benefit concert, a fundraiser coming up here on the East End, where you can help out at the Kindest Hearts Foundation. So we'll be back.
An overhead door serves a purpose, and it should be as beautiful as the rest of your home or building. For more than 30 years, Village Overhead Doors has been creating and installing beautiful garage doors for contractors and homeowners on the North and South Forks. They also install automatic garage door openers that open with the click of a remote, so there's no getting out of the car in bad weather. For a wide range of styles, from lifetime steel doors to custom-made wood doors, and for all your garage door needs, please call 765-4963 today and find out how your garage door can be a beautiful focal point of your home or building's exterior. Village Overhead Doors of Southold, 765-4963. Make the call and let them add beauty and value to your home or business.
And back on your Gianna Volpe report, brought to you in part by Village Overhead Door in Southold and by Victor Giannini, author of Counselor. I thought you were switching guests.
We are. We have like 4 people in this room. But Sal wanted to say one more thing before we switched over to Cass.
Oh, this is one of those really clean changeovers, isn't it, though?
Yeah,
Clean, professionally.
We let the lines hang out. We're very natural and real here. Okay. That's how we do things. Sal, what did you want to say before we switch over to
I just wanted to thank you so much for having us here. And obviously, the community here has been very gracious in donating some gifts. But we should just say that this foundation is in need of support. and that whatever you can do is
How can people
absolutely.
get in contact? I know Renee is the Cardinales have helped out a bit.
Yes, she Debbie actually from Renee's
I love
is
her.
is going to be donating some clothing and some wonderful things to ship down there. So
They have such beautiful stuff there.
we're in the talks of just putting a package together.
That's nice. And how can other people that want to get involved, want to donate?
Okay, the Kindest Hearts Foundation has a website. You can donate on their website. And we're having a benefit concert on November 19th, which is Saturday, November 19th, at 4 p.m. And you could just show up, buy a ticket at the door. We'll have some raffles. We'll have some gifts. We'll have some cocktails, complimentary. Michelangelo is actually donating the food.
How phenomenal.
Isn't that wild?
Mattituck, Michelangelo?
Yes, Mattituck.
Love
Frank.
it.
Frank Distefano. Isn't
Frank?
that his name?
Yes.
Distefano.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Frank. Good. Frank was the first sponsor of the Gianna Volpe report. The Michelangelo and Maximus. So I'm so glad to know that they're actually, I think that they've done some work in Haiti as well, as far as building the school. They might even be involved with this.
I believe
It's a different organization.
You mean Michael?
Because I know that Frank has something to do with building a school in Haiti. There was...
Well, Frank actually is attached to Dr. Brook.
Okay.
So they know each other. So they've supported each other's mission, along the way.
Excellent.
So, but there is another entity. I'm not sure where they are. But
Okay.
on the North Fork somewhere. But Dr. Bellamy Brook has been awesome, and Dr. Patricia Nicholas is just awesome. Keep those two names in mind because they are absolutely beautiful. But if you guys can show up, it's at the Jamesport Meeting House on Main Road,
Right in the corner of, what is it? Church Lane.
Yeah,
Church Lane.
yeah.
I had two kids shoot a, what? Manor Lane?
Manor Lane.
Excuse
Church
me.
Lane's
It's on
an
the corner of
aqueduct.
Manor Lane, and it's a beautiful
That's where the
setting.
Jamesport
Just a
Meeting
beautiful
House is?
church.
Yep. That's where the Jamesport
Oh.
Meeting House is. Main Road and Manor Lane in Jamesport. Yep.
Oh, sorry for my error.
Church Lane is an aqueduct.
That was my error.
You would have sent them 2 miles down the road.
That would have been horrible.
Yes.
They wouldn't have seen anything.
Just,
I'm so glad
just
that
say
we-
I stand corrected.
I sit corrected.
Well,
So we're gonna have let's have Cass come in here. Cass Dillon is going to be playing that evening alongside Kim Vogels. Good morning, Cass Dillon, my old friend.
Good morning, Gianna. My
Good
old
morning,
friend.
Cass, my old friend. It's lovely to have you here again. What?
there was a song by Mae West about my old friend.
Really?
Yeah. In the
When
1930s.
I'm good, I'm good.
Oh no, that
When
was
I'm
My
bad,
Old
I'm better.
Flame. I'm sorry, wrong one. Yeah, Mae
Right.
West was also when I'm good, and when I'm bad, I'm even better.
Ooh,
That's
Is
right.
that a gun in your
Dirty.
pocket, or are you just
I like
glad to
it.
see
It's
me? Yeah. This
So-
is the 1930s.
So Cass, how exciting! Tell me
Yeah.
how you got involved, and what are you going to be playing?
I got involved through Sal and his brother Stefano, who have been working with Dr. Brook, and Stefano's been helping manage my music career for over 10 years now. So I mean, whenever he kind of asks me to chip in, I'm always down to help, and I think it's kind of the artist's job in the communities to be a part of these things.
Right.
The communities are so supportive of us here. I think it's just it's an easy way to give back and to let the music and the art kind of be a way to be the charitable element that I can bring to the table.
And it's very funny because the East End is in many ways a very insular community,
Yeah.
but it chooses its own, and certain people, the East End, the people open up to, and that's definitely been the story for you.
Oh yeah.
How has that been for you to come out here and to not only enjoy but be accepted?
It's like just so special because I came out here and I was living in the city, living in Brooklyn,
And you grew up in Rockville Center?
Yeah, just so Up Island. Yeah, which,
Yes. Sorry. I just did a gala there at Malloy College.
Yeah, sure.
That was
I know
interesting.
that's like right down the block from where I grew up.
And there were so many people from the East End out there
Oh, really?
to support. It was like a drama gala.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was a very cool.
A gala. It sounds very fancy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was bartending. It was not. It was not. It was very glamorous for me, but
Okay. Yeah.
but to come
Yeah,
from Nassau County.
I just fell in love with it out here. I mean, how could you not?
Right.
Just the from the vineyards to the rolling farmland. I mean, it's kind of, to me, it was this hidden gem on Long Island that I didn't really know about. I mean, I knew it existed, but I never really explored it. And I came out here, immediately fell in love with it. I was really inspired, so I wrote a record out here called Oregon Road.
On
which was,
Oregon Road, which is the most beautiful place.
Yeah, oh God, I know. So I was staying on this beautiful old country farmhouse that Stefano was in at the time, and my manager, and I was really inspired. I wrote a record called Oregon Road, put it out, and people really responded to it. And I think it's got like this kind of rustic, organic Americana feel that just kind of matches the general setting.
And you're so your appreciation and your respect for the area is probably one of the reasons why you were welcome with open arms.
It was really sweet of
To become accepted out here, you kind of need to have that East End.
Yes, yeah, and I know exactly.
That love.
I think it's just respect for the area. Keeping the authentic values and respect for the agriculture and respect for the wines and the things that make this area so special. And I think there's an element here where it's not so much about how much we can kind of reap from the area, but how much we can kind of keep the charm alive.
Yeah,
right?
save what's left.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting back to Haiti and the good things that are going on, Kindest Hearts, tickets are going to be $20 at the door. Let's talk a little bit about the concert. What is it?
How much is it?
$60.
$60.
But you can buy 2 tickets for $100.
But you can buy 2 tickets for $100.
Okay.
So the tickets are $60 each. So this is a serious benefit.
Yeah, and the complimentary food and
Complimentary
wine.
food, wine.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a bunch of these fundraisers at Michelangelo, and they're always phenomenally successful. The food never stops flowing.
Mm-hmm.
The wine keeps going.
Yeah.
You're gonna have music by you, so it's gonna be you.
It's gonna be the best show of my life for your
$60. I'm so excited.
Cool, good. I'm excited too. I think it's gonna be really fun.
And where can you get the tickets? On their website?
I know you can definitely buy them at the door. Can you buy them
Yes, you can
pre-order
them on their website.
And so it's Saturday the 19th
Yes, Saturday
at
Jamesport
the
Meeting
Jamesport Meeting House
4 to 8.
from 4 to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there.
Well,
I'll be there.
Cool.
Invited.
We're gonna kick it.
I am so excited. What a phenomenal cause. Just looking at the photos that Sal was showing from the Kindest Hearts from the school, of the children, beautiful kids. They have their outfits, taking care of one another, mothers with, bags of toiletries, food that they carry on their heads for miles and miles and miles to get home. This is a place not more than 3 hours from Manhattan where you can not believe the divergence from what Americans enjoy, and not only enjoy but take for granted. Very basic things are needed and go a long long way. So I'm happy to have given you guys a platform.
Thank you
this morning.
so
You're
much.
welcome.
We really appreciate it,
and
Gianna.
we'll get it online and share it out. So Kim will be there.
Kim Vogels, one of my dear best friends, she'll be there, and
you're
she's
producing.
amazing.
You're producing her next EP.
Yeah. Oh, her songs are so good. So we got a bunch of new songs that she's written, and we're in the studio right now,
Nice.
working on them. They're gonna be unbelievable.
Are you
I'm so
doing that
psyched.
studio again at Bylands that you
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
'cause that's
so,
a great studio.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been building it for quite a few years now. So I've been doing a bunch of other projects. Also, you're talking about Debbie from Renee's, her daughter, Morgan Gildersleeve. I think we're still confirming it, but I think she's going to be playing as well. And
Cool.
she is a phenomenal singer-songwriter artist as well, whose record I produced.
Excellent. Which I love. You have.
Oh, thank you.
I'm excited for you to produce. Like, and the more you produce, the happier I am because, you're a great singer-songwriter, but you've got it as far as
Thank you. I love
making it work.
I think it's really special to take an artist's work and have them trust you and try to make it as great for them as possible. It's
What
a
you
special
do.
job. Thank you.
So we've got to wrap up, guys. Get your tickets either at the door or I'm not sure. Check out the Kindest Hearts website, but that is going to be Saturday, November 19th from 4 to 8, $60 at the door, free food, free wine, free awesome music for a good cause, and you can't get better than that.
Awesome.
We'll see you next week.
Every villain thinks they're a hero, especially on the East End of Long Island. Timothy Dune is one such man. He's a tortured soul, and you won't be able to put down Victor Giannini's new novel, Counselor, as you're reading about him and what could happen to the East End. Roger Rosenblatt of Time magazine called Counselor an important piece of work. Robert Reeve says Counselor is compelling and will linger in your mind. Don't bury your head in the newspaper or in the sand. Read Counselor, Victor Giannini's new novel, available in paperback or on Kindle from Amazon.com or Silverthought.com. Counselor, the story of what once was an idyllic place that's become home to McMansions and private estates and its effect on one person. Counselor by Victor Giannini, available on Amazon.com.